Howdy, Caleb here. It's almost Christmas time, which means it's Battleforce box season. So GW told us about some new Battleforce boxes that are coming here real soon, and we've got four for Age of Sigmar. And one of them is Seraphon. So that's always fun when we get anything new for Seraphon. This is a Battleforce box, which is a great way to start a Seraphon army if you're new to the faction or if you're looking to supplement what you've already got. I think this box could help you out in those instances. So if we look at this, we see what we've got here, and it includes a Slann. A Slann Starmaster is included here, along with a mix of hard-hitting units, they say, and nimble skinks, with a block of 10 Saurus Warriors, flanked by 3 Kroxigor, who can also be built as a Kroxigor Warspawned, and 3 Aggradon Lancers. They're supported by the Hunters of Huanchi, a warband of chameleon skinks that pepper foes with poison darts, and send terrawings to claw and peck. I'll start off by saying your terrawings are never going to be clawing and pecking anything. Do not put those into combat. They will instantly die. So we do have an interesting Battleforce box here with a Slann as the centerpiece, which is the new sculpt for the Slann, which is a fantastic sculpt. A lot of us already have a Slann, but if you already have one and you haven't updated yet, this would be a great place to start if you want that, because this box includes basically all of the new updated sculpts. We have the new Warriors, we have the new Slann, we have the new Kroxigor, and we have basically the new Saurus Knights, the Aggradons. So all of those have been updated. We even have the Hunters of Huanchi, which are the updated chameleon skinks. So it looks like they've taken just all of the stuff that has been updated recently and put it all together in this box, which is pretty cool. So even if you do have a Seraphon army, and maybe you haven't updated all your sculpts yet, you want some of the newer stuff, you can do that with this box. Is it a good deal? Usually these come in at about $200. I think last year they were $210 in the US. Obviously your country will vary. So it ends up being a pretty good deal for what you get here. Points wise, I put this into the War Scroll Builder and it comes out to over 1,000 points, 1,100 points. So it's a pretty good start for a Seraphon army if you're adding these things up into a list. Now, it doesn't all synergize real well together. We'll go back to this picture because that's a little bit better to look at than just a army list. It doesn't really synergize super well together for everything. So you don't see a lot of this in Starborn, like Kroxigor and Aggradons. But then you don't see the Slann a lot over in Coalesce side of things, which is where all the Saurus stuff likes to live. So you kind of are dabbling in both sides. So if you're looking to just expand your whole Seraphon army, this is a good box. If you're looking for a hyper-specific list, maybe you're not going to find it here. You're definitely not going to buy 2 of these boxes because you'll almost never run 2 Slanns. I can't imagine why you would ever run 2 Slanns. There's just not enough spells for them to cast for you to do that. They don't do enough damage on their own. They're really more of a support piece. So you'll never run 2 of these. So I wouldn't look at buying 2 of these boxes, but it's a good place to start your army at. So if we go back here, if I were to fill this out for the rest of an army, I would probably be angling at a Kotal's Claw list, which is where a lot of the Saurus stuff fights best. And I think you can supplement this pretty well just by adding some more of these units that we have. Adding another box of Saurus Warriors, adding another 3 Aggradon Lancers, adding another 3 Kroxigor. You can supplement the units that you get in this box to continue to flesh out that Kotal's Claw list. And I think you end up with something that's pretty playable. Here I came up with a pretty simple list, and I think this is fairly standard for like a Kotal's Claw melee heavy list, but still has some really good defensive buffs and magical buffs that you can do. So we're looking here at Kotal's Claw. This is where Saurus really shines, and our general will be an Astrolith Bear. That doesn't come in this box. It's another new model that they have. It's a great addition. It's almost included in every single Seraphon list, so if you're starting Seraphon, go ahead and get that because you're going to use it in every single list. I have that as my general with Vengeful Defender, so I can move Saurus in the hero phase. And then we have our Slann, which is from the box. I'm giving him Itchy Grubs as the artifact. That lets him re-roll some spells and unbinds. Makes him a little bit better spellcaster. And giving him Horror Frost so he can buff up our Saurus units. I'm also taking a Skinks Starseer. This is another unit that you're really going to want if you're starting a Seraphon army because it is used a lot of the time. It's 150 points. It's a 2-cast wizard with a spell that is just incredible on its War Scroll spell. War Scroll spell that shuts off wards when it's cast. So a very good wizard to have in your list. I'm giving him Heavenly Frenzy in this subfaction, which allows some of my Saurus to run and charge. So we're adding in a lot of movement here for the units that we have, and all of this stuff is good for what's in the box. So we're fleshing out our Aggradons with another unit of the Aggradons to get those up to 6. Reinforcing another unit of Kroxigor, getting them up to 6. Kroxigor, our battle line in Kotal's Claw, so that's good. It's taking care of our battle line. And then we need another 10 warriors to go into our battle line unit. I'm with the last, 360 points, you have a lot of leeway what you can do. Here I went with some Raptidon Chargers. I think they're a good unit. They're one of our most efficient units, points-wise per damage output. They help us score some battle tactics for skinks. They're fast. They can run along the board edge while most of the other stuff is trying to grab objectives. They're good flankers for that. I also included Endless Spell. You've got about 60 points left over after this to flavor with your favorite Endless Spell. Pendulum's a great one, especially combined with the Astrolith, so you can throw it extra far and do D6 mortals to lots of things. Maelstrom's another good one. Not quite as potent here because you're not killing quite as many things in the hero phase, but Pendulum I really like. So that comes in at 1980. That's it says 2 drops here. That should be 1 drop. I think I must have not put something in the... Oh yeah, the Kroxigor aren't in the battalion, so that should be a 1 drop. There we go. So we're down to a 1 drop battle regiment. So a pretty good list there. 135 wounds. We've got 2 really hard-hitting units with the Aggradons and the Kroxigor. We've got our Saurus Warriors that can hold objectives, Raptidons to do the flanking, and a lot of spellcasting power to buff up our units and also to stop the opponent from casting their spells. So a nice little list you could make by supplementing what's here in the box. So I like it. Battleforce boxes are always a great deal, so if you're looking to jump into Seraphon, this box might be for you. See you guys next time.